Hey, this is Kelly with Kelly's Magical Realm. I wanted to talk about the topic of fleas and awakening. The reason why I'm talking about this is one of the major awakenings that I had, I don't know, it was 5 or 6 years ago. My cats had fleas, right? And around that time I was awakening. And at the time, I never put this together until it happened to me again more recently. So I had some more issues with fleas, and all of a sudden Spirit started putting the pieces together for me, and it was like an aha moment. I all of a sudden remembered, oh wait, I went through this 5 or 6 years ago and I was awakening. So then I kind of went like on a deep dive to figure out like fleas and like the spiritual meaning of it, why this happens. So it's like a deeper level. It's like has deeper meanings of healing, cleansing, but also wanting to go in ourselves, like to grab your attention, because of course, Spirit has these funny ways of getting our attention, like having like these little flea bites. It's like, when it's like biting you, it's like, hey, it's getting your attention, and we don't always see this, because I surely didn't see it at first. I'm like, why is this happening to me? Of all the annoying things that could possibly happen in the world, why this, And I wrote down some notes because I was asking Spirit about this earlier. I was contemplating these things, and it makes you do like deep cleaning in your space, right? Like in your home or apartment. So you have to thoroughly go through everything, wash it, cleanse everything, just like we have to cleanse ourselves, cleanse our soul, But what is that nagging bite really trying to tell us? What's nagging at us? What's underneath the surface that we kind of missed or hid away or don't want to deal with, right? So it's like kind of forcing us to really look at things. Like, what is it that we missed, And it's like massive expansion, I heard Spirit say too, because think about the deep cleaning that you have to do in your place, right? Well, we also have to do that inside. How are we supposed to get more enlightened if we have a bunch of crap inside of us? So it's just forcing us to go within. And it's just also get creative. I heard Spirit talking about that, getting creative, going outside of the box, like, finding creative ways to get rid of fleas, but also finding creative ways of healing. Just doing different things. Like for me, I've been singing more to help me clear the blockages in my throat, like for the throat chakra. So I wouldn't normally do that. I would do a bunch of meditations and try to clear my chakras. Spirit's saying go outside of the box. Do other things. Singing is and humming, things like that is so good for not only your throat, but other chakras as well. So that's just something to think of. And taking extra steps and being thorough, that's another thing. Sometimes we're not so thorough with our healing and our cleaning. So this is asking us to, get more thorough. And then also metamorphosis, because fleas go through a metamorphosis, so are we, like with the awakening, with this expansion. Think about it. When they multiply, right? They're going through an expansion. So are we with our healing and cleansing. So fleas awaken us too. Like fleas awaken, how they awaken in their pupal stage? That's what's happening to us. And flea infestations can trigger that. Or just even having some fleas. It's just like kind of awakening you too. And fleas are trying to show us courage that maybe we didn't know we had, or perseverance, like really sticking through it, because you can't slack off when you have an infestation, right? You can't just do the same old things that you were doing. You got to get creative and you got to get going. And you got to get on top of that so it doesn't get worse, And then it's kind of like weathering through the storm, becoming strong, and helping you get rid of what no longer serves you. And then it's really, again, trying to get rid of distractions, trying to remove distractions right now, asking us to really pay attention to ourselves. And it makes you get in the present moment. Did you ever notice that? Because you have to be so aware of what you're doing. Because, for instance, you know, if you're vacuuming, right, you want to pay attention to what you're doing. Or if you're mopping, anything that you're doing right now in the moment, you want to be aware and be careful, you know, of what you're doing, especially if you have pets. It's like you're thoroughly thinking things out, and it's causing you to get in the present moment and to be more aware of what's going on. And then it makes you step away from distractions, and fleas can catch you kind of off guard too, right? Like you might be, think about it, sometimes I'm noticing I might have been distracted. All of a sudden I get a bite, you know, for one. It's like, oh, okay, wait, I'm back in the present moment now. You know, it's almost like something biting you and like, just kind of like saying, hey, you know, like pay attention to what you're supposed to be doing. Taking you out of your comfort zone, because it's not comfortable, right? Awakening's not comfortable, number one. But if you're going through an awakening and you're going through some flea bites because, you know, you have fleas in your place, it's super uncomfortable, you know? And it's spirit asking you to take action. What have you been getting too comfortable and slacking off in your life? Like, take notice to that, to those things. And spirit is just preparing you and strengthening you. That's all it is. But it's not, we don't get that at the time. I for sure didn't see that 5 or 6 years ago. I can see that now, you know, but I definitely didn't see it then. And at first, when I started going through it, even the second time, I didn't see it right away. So it took me a little bit of deep diving, going within and constantly asking spirit, like, what the hell is this? Because anyone that's on this spiritual journey knows that spirit throws us some curveballs sometimes that we don't see coming. You know, it's like, what in the world kind of message is this? Right? It's just like, man. But I just wanted to, you know, just spread this knowledge about this. If anyone else is going through it, I hope it helps you too. And please, like, drop in the comments too. Anyone else gone through this, and what are your opinions on it, or awakening in general? All right, so that's all I have to say. Have a great night.